Wait. Hold on. What do you mean? Our
No,
producers on
no,
vacation?
absolutely not.
Wait. Who gave him permission?
Did you tell him?
What do you mean?
Did you sign your own
vet?
form? What the hell is that?
Yeah, I guess. Well, in this short of
Challenging the fifth level.
I'm Luis.
I'm David.
We're going to talk about taking time off as a business leader.
Oh, God, do they have to?
They have to. I mean, listen, as our producer has clearly shown by example, it is okay to take vacation. It is okay to disconnect. I am very guilty of not doing that.
You know, I got to tell you something, and it's funny because there was this badge of honor that you got to work 8 days a week, 25 hours a day. That was the badge of honor for the longest time. And now it's kind of like you're burnt out. Any good leader who doesn't get away, disconnect, how do you become clear-headed?
It's true.
Creative. How do you think? How do you strategize? If all you do is keep looking at your cell phone, because we're hooked, your computer, whatever, emails, this, that, we're over-messaged, we're over this, we're over that. If you don't disconnect, how good are you for your team?
Listen, I agree with that, and still guilty as charged. I mean, one of the things that I do is I don't feel comfortable disconnecting 100%. I'll disconnect 70%, which means I'll look at emails maybe an hour a day just to not come back to 10,000 emails. A couple of months ago, it took 7 days without looking at my emails, and that was. I was in new territory.
How'd you do that? Did you get therapy? Like, what the heck?
You know what? I was leaving my phone in the room in the hotel, and I was like, I was feeling like an addict. I was like, the first couple of days, I was what's going on? What's going on? Is that a cell phone? Can I look at Instagram? And but that's one of the things that I realized is that how productive are you when you're on your phone on vacation? We have this need to always be stimulated that a lot of times we're not even looking at our emails. And I find myself looking at stuff that I shouldn't be looking at, like news or Instagram or whatever. And that was my aha moment that said, well, listen, if I just don't look at any of this and I focus and I'll do maybe 30 minutes of urgent emails in the morning, 30 minutes right before I go to bed. That's my system. It works for me. It's great. It's 1 hour a day. It avoids me having 10,000 emails when I get back, and I'm able to disconnect the whole day. So it works for me.
But it's been proven. The studies have shown that if you do not recharge your own personal battery, to use that cliche, you're ineffective. And listen, if you're tired, you don't function well. Everybody knows this.
Oh yeah,
and it's going to impact your work, your productivity, and as a business owner and a business leader, once upon a time, there was no option. Like, I remember the days before cell phones. Yes, I'm an old guy. I remember the days when you could, whatever.
These days.
I mean, I'll tell you a funny story. I went to Disney World, the entire family, cell phones in those days. Found a payphone, and we called into the office to see if there was anything that was going on. Every day we called into the office because we couldn't disconnect. But even then, because I didn't have a cell phone, I was forced to disconnect. I was forced to go that way. When I got back to the office, I had a bunch of really good ideas. I really found myself refreshed. It's been proven time and time again. The more you're in it, the deeper you're in this rabbit hole, the harder it is to get out of it. And how can you lead properly? How can you be effective? And I think this is the message of today's short is get out, disconnect, turn off the phone.
Well, that's the ethos of every consulting firm that comes into a business, that people are too deep into the rabbit hole that they need somebody to, fish them out, come in with an idea.
Yeah,
exactly. And it seems radical, and people are like, well, we could have came up with that. It's like, well, you didn't, and you had this whole time
because there's this expression in French, dans le jus, you were in the juice, you're in the sauce, and like
it's very sexy, dans le jus,
and you can't get out of it, and that's what we've done. Because of technology, we're hooked. And as a result, folks, our message to you today, if you can,
move to Florida.
I don't know about that. But what I'm saying is, at this point, you need to take time.
Oh, yeah.
Even weekends. Please, start with a weekend. Turn off your phone one day. Try to not look at your phone for one full day. Did it make a difference? You will, other than your personal nerves settle at the beginning, but did the business die? No. Did things get... It'll see when you disconnect and you have the right people in place to take on the responsibilities, you can be better. And it was good for you and it's good for your business.
Listen, your wife, your significant other, your kids will thank you for it. And I think the big thing is this: as business leaders, we have such a high standard for ourselves that we want utmost efficiencies. And you know what? A little bit of an efficiency here and there is totally acceptable.
But taking time off will make it more efficient.
Well, absolutely. And I think that's the mindset where, you know, we want efficiency all the time, so we have to be on all the time, and it's not a good
It's the opposite. It's the opposite.
100%.
And folks, so please take time off. Do what our producer did. Sign your own vacation form and get out.
And while you're signing your own vacation form, click like, press subscribe.
Yeah, you can come to us on the podcasts and on the social media for what we're doing. That's a vacation.
Yeah, absolutely. Listen, just disconnect for 5 minutes and check us out. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Have yourself a good one. And listen, like us, YouTube, podcasts, we're everywhere. So share with your friends, share with your contacts. We really appreciate it. And on that note, say goodbye.
Us out.
Cheers.